Hello everyone, welcome to Smart Civil Engineer. In this session, we'll see numericals on method of joints. So, in this, we have to analyze the trusses by using this method of joints. First, we'll see this simple truss. Here, the question is given: find the forces in the members AB, AC, and BC of the truss as shown in the figure. So it is a triangular portion. Here in this the AB, this is BC and AC. So here you have to analyze this truss by using the method of joints. And at A point the load is 20 kilonewtons is given and length of BC is given that as 5 meters and angle of B is 60 and angle of C is 30 degrees. So in this analysis, in solution, first you have to determine the reactions. So here the end supports is B and C. So here we'll get the reactions of RB and RC. So in this method of joints, first you have to determine the reactions RB and RC. So here the 20 kilonewton is acting vertically at A point. So this load is acting at what distance, we don't know that one. First you have to find out what is the distance from B to load point. Means from here to here. The total length of BC is given as 5 meters and angle of ABC is given that as 60 degrees. So first you have to find out from B to load acting point. So in solution, to calculate the reactions, first you have to find out this distance. So in this solution, first take the triangle of ABC. So it is right angle triangle with an angle of BAC is 90 degrees. So here from this AB equal to BC length, we know that, and here this is horizontal angle. So here you can write down here BC cos 60 degrees. Then here we'll get AB equals to BC cos T 60. BC is 5 meters is given. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Then we'll get AB equals to 2.5 meters. So first we'll get this AB. Now calculate the distance of line of action of 20 kilonewtons from B. Means this one. This is the line of action of A point, and from here have to calculate from B to this distance. Till now we know this distance as 2.5 meters. Now distance, now the distance of line of action. Distance of line of action of 20 kilonewton from B point. 20 kilonewton from B. So here that is equals to AB into, here it is that cos 60, then AB is 2.5 and cos 60 is 1 by 2. Then it equals to 1.25 meters. So out of these 5 meters, from B point to line of action of 20 kilonewton, this distance is 1.25 meters. Now, here have to calculate the reactions. So how to calculate the reactions means basically here taking moments about B point, then we'll get reaction about the other end. Here the ends are B and C. So here now I am taking reactions about B point, then we'll get reactions at C. Moment at about B, then we'll get reactions at C. Here the next step is taking moments about B. Taking moments about B point. Then we get here taking moments about moments from this point. So opposite reaction is RC. From RC to B point the distance is 5 meters. So vertically upward forces equals to downward forces. So RC into 5, this is vertically upward, equal to downward forces on this truss is 20 kilonewton. From this 20 kilonewton to B point the distance is already calculated, that is 1.25. So 20 into 1.25. So here finally the RC will get 20 into 1.25, 25 by 5 means here this is 5 kilonewton. RC equals to 5 kilonewton. So in this, how to calculate this RB means already we know the upward forces equals to downward forces, means in this truss upward forces are RB and RC and downward force is 20 kilonewton. So in the next step, add these two upward forces equals to downward force, that is total load. RB plus RC equals to total load. In the next step, here RB plus RC equal to total load. So already we know that RC. So directly you can take that RB equals to total load minus RC. So total load is 20 kilonewtons is given. 20 minus RC is calculated. We'll get that as 5 kilonewton. So that RB equal to 15 kilonewton. So till now we are calculated the reactions. Now using the method of joints, have to calculate this AB, BC and CB forces. So here let us consider the equilibrium of various joints first. So here we have three unknown members. For each joint we'll get two member forces. So I have to take the two members joints. So now I am applying the equilibrium of joints. So now first considering joint B. So here for joint B, draw the free body diagram of joint B first. So here at B portion, the angle is 60 degrees is given. And here this is RB, already calculated that as 50 kilonewton. And here this is B and A, C. So here already we know that BA and BC length. So here I am assuming the force on AB is F1, or you can directly take of F of AB, and here this is F2. So this is upward reaction. So from A point to B point, the AB F1 is acting towards the joint B. Here this is towards the joint B, and on BC F2 this is away from joint B. So F2 is away from the joint B. So for this free body diagram, here have to consider first what is some equilibrium conditions, means some of vertical forces. Then we'll get the vertical component. Means here have to balance the vertical component first, then horizontal component. So first I am resolving the forces vertically, forces acting on joint B. So resolving forces acting on the joint B vertically, means sum of V equals to 0. So here what are the vertical forces acting here means one is horizontal component and one is reaction. The reaction is upward, okay, but here one horizontal component will get one vertical component and one horizontal component. This is towards the joint B. So this is towards joint B. And here also related components of that inclined member is towards the joint B. This is, here the angle is coincide with horizontally. So here you have to write down this as FAB cos 60, and this is FAB sin 60. And this force is from FA to B, or here from joint B. So you can also write down that FBA. So here FBA, FBA and FBA cos 60. So what are the vertical forces means? One is upward, that is RB. One is vertically downward, that is FBA sin 60. Those are, one is upward and one is downward. So equating those two means here RB and FBA sine 60. So equating these two, both are in a not same direction, opposite to each other, so you have to equate these two. FAB sine 60 is equals to RB. So FBA equals to RB is 50 by sine 60. Substitute that sine 60 means that is 0.866. Then we'll get here this as 17.32 kilonewton. So here we'll get the answer is in terms of positive. So our assumption of direction of the member acting towards the joint is correct. So here our assumption is compression. So B to A. So this is compression. Okay. Now coming to horizontal component. Here this is vertical. Next coming to horizontal. In horizontal only one force is there, that is FBC cos 60. There is no horizontal force here, so that is FBC cos 60 equals to FBC cos 60 equals to here the horizontal force, and the member is already FBC is there. So this is FBC equals to FBA cos 60. So FBA is calculated. FBA is 17.32 and substitute the cos 60 value, that is 1 by 2. Then here FBC is 8.06 kilonewton. Here our assumption of BC is away from the joint B, that is under tension and tensile. That member is under tensile. We'll get the positive, so our assumption is also right. So that member is under tensile. The nature of the member is tensile. So from this joint B, we'll get these two values, FBA and FBC. Now the next one is, have to calculate the next member, that is FAC or CA. So for that, consider joint C. Now I am applying the equilibrium condition for joint C. So for this joint C, draw the free body diagram first. This is joint C. At C point, RC will be there, and here the angle is 30 degrees is given, and this is FCA, and this is FCB equal to FBC. So here in this joint C, already calculated this BC, that is equals to CB. So now you have to apply sum of the vertical first. In this sum of the vertical condition, so for this horizontal component, this is away from the joint and this is towards the joint. So now draw the inclined member components. Our assumption is inclined member is towards the joint. So the respected components is also towards the joint. This is FCA sin 30 and this is FCA cos 30 because the angle is coincide with horizontal. So horizontal component is cos, vertical component is sin. So from this figure, now you have to apply the sum of the vertical forces equals to 0 first. So in this vertical forces, this is upward reaction and this is up downward. So equating those two. So FCA sin 30 equal to RC. FCA sin 30 equals to RC. Then FCA equals to RC is already we know that as 5 kilonewton. 5 by sine 30. Then that equals to 1 by 2 means 5 into 2, that is 10 kilonewton. And here also we'll get the positive means our assumption of member direction is correct. So here our assumption of this towards the joint means that is nature is compression nature. The nature of the FAC member or FCA member is compression. So here we'll get this forces on CA, forces on BA and forces on BC. So this is the analysis of truss by using the method of joints. Thank you.